A shadow in the deep blue, then a flash of white. A tiger shark rockets upward, clamps onto a diver's thigh, and in an instant, he's just a rag doll, violently shaken. You see the panic, the struggle, the sheer primal terror. Then, the silence of tall grass. A lion explodes from nowhere, a blur of muscle and mane, flipping a safari truck like it's a toy car, then dragging the guide into the dense bush. If you think you've seen it all, if you believe you understand the wild, then you need to stick around. Because the next 9 clips, they're going to make you completely rethink every safe animal encounter you've ever imagined. These aren't just close calls, they're moments where life hung by a thread. Today, we're counting down the 10 most absolutely heart-stopping animal attacks caught on camera in just the last 12 months. We're talking about raw, unfiltered footage, not some Hollywood reenactment or slick CGI. This is the real deal, with the genuine, often harrowing stories behind each one. We're going to move pretty fast through these, so take a deep breath when you can, because the intensity is relentless. Kicking us off at number 10 is a creature most people swim right past without a second thought, completely unaware of the hidden danger lurking beneath the surface. These are the moments that prove nature, in all its beauty, can also be terrifyingly unpredictable. Number 10. Stingray ambush. Glass-clear shallows, waist-deep and sunlit. 3 men wade and laugh across a Maldives blue lagoon, completely at ease. Just ahead, a stingray nearly 2 meters across lies invisible beneath a veil of sand, only its eyes and spiracles breaking the pattern of ripples. Then, eruption. A barbed tail lashes and punches into one man's calf. He gasps as a friend grabs his shoulders to keep him upright. The water churns. A faint pink tint blooms in the blue as shouts carry to shore. Lifeguards sprint into the shallows. On the beach, first aid begins. The leg goes into hot water to neutralize venom pain. Later, in hospital, an inch-long spine fragment is removed. He survives, shaken but stable. Rays don't hunt people, they defend when stepped on. Shuffle your feet, give them space, and never hover over smooth, sandy patches. In water, this serene hazards can hide in plain sight, silent, fast, and gone in a blink. Number 9 takes us to a Texas petting zoo, a place usually filled with laughter, where a 1,500-pound camel named Gus clearly decided he'd had quite enough selfies for one day. A teenage visitor, perhaps a little too eager for that perfect shot, stepped just a bit too close to the fence. In a terrifying display of brute force, Gus lurched forward, seized the boy's hoodie, and with a single powerful yank, pulled him clean over the rail and into his enclosure. The camel then pinned him down with one massive knee and bit into his shoulder, fracturing the poor kid's collarbone. It was pure chaos. Workers, armed with anything they could find, including shovels, had to beat Gus back to get him off the boy. Miraculously, the teenager survived, but the footage is chilling, showing Gus snarling with an intensity you'd expect from something out of Jurassic Park. It just goes to show, camels rarely look scary, until one decides to treat your torso like a chew toy. It's a brutal lesson in respecting even seemingly docile animals. At number 8, we head down under for a truly viral backyard brawl that redefined unexpected visitor. Grandpa Keith was simply walking his beloved Jack Russell when a huge, muscular red kangaroo bounded through an open gate, turning a peaceful stroll into a frantic confrontation. The dog naturally bolted, but the kangaroo stood tall, its powerful claws flexing, ready for a fight. Keith, trying to protect his pet, grabbed a nearby branch, but it was no match. The roo delivered a devastating kick straight to his chest, collapsing a lung in an instant. Security camera footage shows the terrifying power of the animal, balanced perfectly on its tail, both hind claws raking like sharpened switchblades. Paramedics had to airlift Keith to Sydney, where surgeons painstakingly rebuilt his ribcage with titanium plates. He jokes now that he lost the fight, but kept the footage. 6 million views and counting. It's a harsh reminder that in the wild, even your backyard isn't always safe. Soft foreboding. Number 7. Coyote Pack Siege. A quiet Ohio backyard. 2 a.m., air cold, lights low. Bella, a 10-pound chihuahua, trots out for a quick break. Beyond the fence, movement. 3 shapes, silent, coordinated. They clear 6 feet like it's nothing, then fan out. Bella freezes. The yard light snaps on. Shadows jump. Maria hears the yelp. She's already running. She scoops rocks, throws with everything she's got. One coyote wheels, surges, bites her forearm, yanks her down. The ring cam captures chaos, snarls, a hiss of breath, Bella's cries. Neighbors sprint in with shovels and flashlights, shouting, charging. The pack breaks, over the fence, gone as fast as they arrived. Aftermath, towels, trembling hands, porch light glare. Bella, 42 stitches. Maria, 18, both alive. Days later, city trappers cull 8 coyotes on the block. Urban edges blur, wild lines creep closer. Supervise at night, leash your pets. Secure your fences. Heart pounding? Keep your distance. Elephants don't yield. Subscribe and ring the bell. Walrus power can sink you fast. Leopards slip through doors like shadows. No room is safe. Top 5 starts now. Sloth bear versus tiger. Pure fury. Halfway to number 1, and number 6 proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that elephants never forget, and they certainly don't forgive bad drivers. We're in South Africa's iconic Kruger National Park, where a massive bull elephant in must, a period of heightened aggression due to a surge of reproductive hormones, blocked the road. A group of tourists, perhaps a little too eager for a close-up, inched their rental car closer, engines idling nervously. Big mistake. The elephant, enraged, slammed its colossal tusks under the car, flipping it twice with astonishing ease, then crushing the hood like it was nothing more than tinfoil. Dashcam footage from inside the vehicle is pure terror. Screaming passengers rolling upside down, airbags popping, glass shattering. Miraculously, everyone escaped with only minor injuries. Rangers later explained that during must, even normally calm bulls become unpredictable, ticking time bombs of raw power. The message is simple. Give these magnificent giants their space, or your insurance premium will be the absolute least of your worries. Number 5 drops us into the unforgiving, frigid expanse of Arctic waters. A dedicated wildlife photographer had anchored his Zodiac inflatable boat, hoping to film a walrus colony in their natural icy habitat. But one particularly massive 3,000-pound male walrus took serious offense to his presence. With surprising speed and aggression, it clamped its formidable tusks over the inflatable pontoon and bit down with incredible force. The air hissed out, a chilling sound in the desolate silence, and water rushed in, threatening to swamp the small vessel. GoPro footage captures the terrifying tilt as the boat rapidly folds in on itself. Thinking quickly, the cameraman fired a flare, startling the walrus just enough to make it retreat, and managed to radio his mothership before the onset of debilitating hypothermia. Rescue arrived in a harrowing 18 frigid minutes. His incredible video serves as a stark, cold reminder that in the poles, even seemingly sluggish vegetarians can sink you without even trying, demonstrating the raw power of nature's less obvious giants. At number 4, we witness a truly surreal and terrifying home invasion. A leopard slipping through a sliding glass door in rural India, straight into a family's unsuspecting living room. CCTV footage captures the apex predator landing with predatory grace right on the couch where Grandma usually takes her afternoon nap. The sheer audacity. Grandpa, showing incredible courage, grabbed a metal tray and hurled it, sending the leopard ricocheting off the walls like a deadly pinball. The teenage son, desperate to protect his family, bravely tried to trap the panicked animal under a blanket, but the leopard's claws ripped through the fabric and deep into his thigh. Wildlife rangers eventually arrived, needing 3 tranquilizer darts to finally subdue the wild cat. The family, in a macabre twist, kept the blood-spattered couch as a chilling souvenir, a permanent reminder of the night their home became a hunting ground. The lesson here is profoundly simple. Lock your doors, even when you live in what you think is the safety of your home, especially in leopard country. The bronze medal goes to a clash so utterly savage, so raw, it looks like something ripped straight from a pay-per-view fight. Deep within Rajasthan's Ranthambore National Park, a protective sloth bear, fiercely guarding her cubs, waddled directly into the path of a young, territorial tigress. What followed was an explosion of primal fury. The tiger lunged, her powerful jaws clamping onto the bear's neck. But the mother bear, driven by instinct, twisted, roared, and clawed at the big cat's face. For 6 straight agonizing minutes, the 2 apex predators rolled, roared, and shredded fur, locked in a brutal dance of survival. Tourists' cameras captured dust clouds rising, punctuated by flashes of flying blood. Eventually, the tigress, battered and bruised, backed off, her fur torn, one eye swollen shut. The bear, limping but victorious, gathered her cubs and disappeared, safe for now. Park biologists later noted that such fights rarely last more than 30 seconds. Footage this long, capturing such an intense and prolonged struggle, is virtually unheard of, a true testament to a mother's unbreakable will. Our runner-up takes us to the chilly, shark-infested waters off South Australia. Cage diver Tessa was calmly filming the majestic blues off the Neptune Islands, a routine dive, when suddenly, a colossal 16-foot great white shark torpedoed from the depths. It didn't just investigate, it smashed into the cage bars with incredible force and wedged its massive head inside. Underwater footage captures the terrifying reality. The shark thrashing violently, rows of razor-sharp teeth inches from Tessa's mask. Trapped and helpless, she flattened herself against the rear wall of the cage, her regulator hissing, the only sound accompanying her racing heart. The crew above frantically yanked the cage top, and after 25 utterly endless seconds, the shark wriggled free. Tessa surfaced, shaking uncontrollably but, miraculously, unhurt. She still dives, but she's learned a hard lesson. Some predators treat even reinforced aluminum like wet tissue paper. It's a chilling reminder of who truly rules the ocean. And the most heart-stopping, jaw-dropping attack of the entire year. It happened inside a private Siberian zoo, a place where humans foolishly believe they are in control. Veteran keeper Jan Gold, with years of experience, entered the enclosure to simply replace a water bowl. The 500-pound male tiger, named Baikal, crouched low, his tail twitching ominously, a silent signal of impending doom. CCTV footage reveals the terrifying sequence, the cat sprinting, launching itself through the air, and dragging Jan a full 30 yards across the cold concrete floor. In a desperate act of survival, Jan managed to slam a gate shut, but not before Baikal ripped through his forearm, puncturing a major artery. Colleagues, reacting with incredible bravery, distracted the tiger with fire extinguishers, creating a crucial window for one courageous intern to pull Jan to safety. Surgeons were forced to amputate below the elbow. Jan survived, a testament to his resilience, and incredibly, returned to work, now advocating tirelessly for protected contact protocols worldwide. The raw footage of this incident is so graphic, some platforms have age-restricted it. It's a stark, brutal reminder. One wrong step, one split second of misjudgment, and these powerful apex predators will remind us, unequivocally, who's really in charge. Stingray glides, a hidden barb waits. Shuffle your feet, don't hover over sand. Petting zoo camel lunges, respect fences and space, or get dragged in. Backyard brawler, red kangaroos kick can crush ribs in a blink. Urban coyotes test fences, supervise, leash and light your yard at night. Must means danger, back away, engine off and give elephants room. 3,000 pounds and tusks, walrus pops pontoons like paper, keep distance. Sliding door, silent pause, lock up tight, leopards slip in like shadows. A mother sloth bear defends cubs, never place yourself between them. Great white breeches, steel bars feel soft, cages aren't invincible. Keeper's misstep, Siberian tiger proves protected contact, saves lives.